Um, some years ago, I found a book of a Dutch author, Gary Goldschneide. I hope I pronounced it all right. And he has done a few books actually based on birthdays and on uh, his 40-year empirical study of life stories of more than 20,000 people analyzed by date of birth. The first book that I ever read of him is the one on the left that you see, The Secret Language of Birthdays. For those of you who are not informed or don't know about it, um, it, it provides an astrological insight into the character of people born on each of the 365 days in the calendar year. While on the other side, we see The Secret Language of Relationships, which is based on 48 relationship patterns based on the week of birth of each partner. And this is something that was very interesting for me and something that did help me to actually see to compare, to do my own surveys of relationships between different people and with me and this different people also. Something that even though it's been many years that I found this book, and in the beginning I was a little skeptical about their accuracy. It's something that surprised me how accurate they are. And this is something that comes not just from my experience, but also from the experience of other people who I've shared my information with, and this information with. And I have been able to actually perform better at my job and also to have a deeper understanding of the relationships in my personal life too, because of keeping in mind of the information I have from this book. And I just wanted to share with you some of the examples that you can find, and just to understand a little bit the logic behind it. This slide of the presentation is about this week, and every week of in this book has a name. Each it's something that the author has decided to name it like that according to what he sees as the most reflective characteristics of that person born in that week, even though that week may include two different sun signs, for example, both Capricorn and Aquarius. But even so, you see that in this, the people born in this week, even though they have a different sun sign, they share a very similar compatibility report with other people, and also, you know, the general characteristics, as you can see in this slide. Of course, that for the ones of you who do happen to be born in this period that I have mentioned in this presentation, you will find it a little more informative. And for the rest, it's also, but for everyone, it is also informative on how to see this aspect, this possibility of judging and calculating the compatibility of people based on their weeks. Now, these are just different examples, and of course there are 52 weeks, and I have not put all of them in the presentation, but you can see, for example, that each week has, except of the specification of when it starts and when it ends, it has two sides: the positive side and the not so positive side. The challenges of the person. For example, in the week of dominant person, the positive sides, according to the study, are that this person, the people born in this period, are professional, surmounting, maintaining, but they can also be unheeding, outrageous, self-sacrificing as too much. And it also comes with very good advices on of how to do what to do as a person so that you can be better at whatever you want to acknowledge. There is some information in regards to that it is more spiritual in a sense, like a sentence for you to read and to meditate on it. There is also this person, for the people born in the week of mystery and imagination, and you can see it involves both people of the period of the sun sign Capricorn and Aquarius. And this is very interesting because I have noticed so often how, because I've kept in mind the information of this book, I've noticed so often how the people of this week, even though two different sun signs, can really be more comparable, more similar in attitudes, in personality-wise, than the Capricorns with themselves and Aquarius with themselves. And this is something that may come to you as something that you, of course, need to check for yourself. But from my experience, this is how it is. And for example, Week of Genius, there are people that I've searched online about if they can, if they adapt to this kind of prescription for themselves, description of themselves. And actually, in Albania, in my country, there is an artist who is very is famous, moderately famous in the world. Also, he's a writer, and he is known as a genius. He's one of the few things that people of my country agree on, is that that man is a genius, no matter how unconventional and such he is. And now I have noticed for myself, from my own experience, how my experience with Aquarius, because this is for the period of the sun in Aquarius, is different because of the weeks that they are born in, the flow of communication. And of course, as for every week, it comes with the positive side and with the negative side, with the more negative side. So this is something that, of course, I would suggest to you to look up for yourself in the end. But it is something that in the beginning you can take it as something superficial, like it's just maybe a general information. But there is really depth into this information, and it's something that it touches you when you actually confirm it with yourself.